Hi guys, it's Crystal. I'm here to do a tag video for you today since I didn't really do a bookish, whatever you want to call it, video yesterday because I was kind of feeling like crap for reasons that I don't really want to talk about, but I was just feeling ugh. So I wanted to keep up with the Vedo, whatever you want to call it thing. So I did film a video yesterday. It just wasn't anything book related and it wasn't a very good one. But I'm feeling better today, so that's good. And positivity, right guys? So because of how I was feeling yesterday and how I'm feeling today, and because I've been meaning to do this tag for a really long time, even though I'm not tagged in it, I just thought it was a really awesome tag. And that is Because Feelings Matter tag. I originally saw this on Catty-tastic's channel, and it was originally created by Michelle Lynn. I'm looking on the little question thing so I can read you guys the questions. But anyways, and this is just describing how certain books made you feel, and I don't know why, but my mind is like drawing a blank for books that made me feel certain ways. But that's okay. So I kind of have a few repeats in here. Oh my goodness, there was a cat walking across my foot. But anyways, I have a couple of repeats, but that's okay. And I'm wearing a long sleeve shirt just because I can. I know I live down in the south and it's warm all the time, but you have to make compromises because you don't have snow. But that's okay. So, gotta bring my stack of books over here so I can film. The first question is, what book made you feel confident either about yourself or your life? And that book is... oh goodness, this is all gonna fall. I'm gonna be really upset. That was It Is Kind of a Funny Story. This book made me feel really confident because it made me... I know that I'm pretty young, and most of you guys know that. I'm only 15. I'm going to be 16 in January, but I, believe it or not, have been through quite a lot. But basically, I've just had some really hard times, and I've thought about doing certain things that I completely regret now, just because of what people had said about me in the past, or what people were saying about me, and it was all rumors, and 99% of it was lies, and things like that, but it really, really got me down. And this book was about a boy who was depressed, so I was really able to be like in his character, and then when he recuperated from his issues, I was able to also see myself being like, hey, it's okay now, and my life's better now too. So kind of made me feel confident about myself that even if things go bad, I'm always going to go back to probably reading this book, because as much as it makes me ponder on all the things that he was depressed about and things like that, it also makes me think that you can never go too far. There's always things that can bring you back up, whether it's people or books or writing or school or anything. There's always something that can bring you back up. This like quickly turned into like a positive non-depression video. But anyways, so that's why this book makes me feel confident. The second one is, what book made you sympathize or sympathize, have great sympathy with the characters? For this book, I picked out something different, but I'm gonna use this one again because of all the reasons I just described. Again, Kind of a Funny Story by Niv Vidzati. It's really good. I highly recommend it if you're like a light person, but if you're a person who's, if you're a person who gets depressed really easily, then I don't know if you should want to read this book or not. But I know that for me, whenever I get like upset or whatever about issues, like I know when I was upset yesterday, I was kind of like flipping through this book and reading certain parts that I've marked because I have a few pages marked that just like make me laugh because it kind of had like that kind of funny humor to it as well. Question number 3, what book, blah 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 blah, I cannot talk today. What book made you feel anxious? The book that made me feel anxious, and I might get some words on this, is The Fifth Wave. This book, man, this book. I was so anxious for her character and all the talk about death and things, you just feel anxious, like she's going to be attacked at any moment. And I guess that's what everybody liked about this book, but for me it was just too much anxiety and she had too much pressure. And I also think that it was a lot of drama and too much death, and that's just a couple reasons why I didn't think this book was as much as everybody raves about it to be. Question number 4 is, what book made you feel annoyed? This book, man. This book. It took me like a month and a half to get through. I could not get through this book. I thought she was being whiny, and I was so confused. And then the ending was great. I liked the ending. And then I picked up the next book. And, wait, is this the one with Bill? Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's the next one. But when Bill came in and they started traveling through all her past lives, if you've read the series, then maybe you know what I'm talking about. And it just kind of got old after a while, and I was kind of sick of hearing her point of view and hearing about her past lives. Like, if I would have heard about 1 or 2, then that would have been fine, and then you could have gone back to Luce and Daniel. But it was like, you went to all these places, and I understand that might have been necessary, but since I didn't finish the series, I can't really tell you guys if that was necessary or not. But from what I read so far, wasn't very necessary. And then my friend spoiled the ending, so now I really don't have a desire to read these books, but it's okay. Maybe I'll pick them up again sooner or later, because that's kind of what I'm doing with the Hush saga right now. That was my annoyed. Question number 5. What book made you feel disappointed? This book, I talk about how much I love these series so much, right? And I do. They're my favorite. This is my favorite trilogy of 2013. I can easily go saying that, and I love it. I adore it. It's the character development, the world development. Cassandra Clare's novels are just beautifully written, and I love them so much. But the ending of this book pissed me off so much, guys. You don't even know. I was so upset. Like, certain things happen. I don't want to tell you because this is the last book in the trilogy, and the ending is what made me mad. So the very, very end of this book. But if you have read this book, maybe you know what I'm talking about. The whole thing, like, I don't think that you should be like the little Mexican taco girl, put it that way. Can't have both people, guys. It's just not right. But anyways, that book left me feeling disappointed at the end because I didn't expect her decisions to be like that. What book made you feel confused? Crescendo by Becca Fitzpatrick. I finished this Friday. Yeah, on Friday. I love the series now. I cannot wait to finish the next book. I am so excited to finish the next book. But this book, man, why I put it down the first time is because Marcy was being a whiny little biatch. And she was pissing me off, and she was leaving me confused. And then there was, like, the whole thing with the father situation. And just, oh, goodness, I was so confused. And then Patch and Marcy, that whole relationship, that was weird. Just totally weird. Let's not even talk about that relationship, because that'll get me started on a whole nother rant. But this book left me feeling very, very confused. Not so much at the end, but at the beginning. Until about, like, crap, I had the page, like, right there, too. Until about 3:23, so confused, and I did not know what to do with myself with this book. Okay, the 7th question? Yeah, 7th question is, what book made you feel satisfied? City of Glass by Cassandra Clare and the Mortal Instruments. I was so happy with the end of this book, and then I found out that there was going to be 3 more, and then I started creating all these crazy crackpot theories in my brain, and a lot of them came true, because some of you guys know I don't want to tell you guys anything, because you guys need to go and read these for yourself if you have not yet. But I thought certain people were dead, and they really weren't, and I was so happy with that, because I'm like, okay, this is a perfect ending to this book. And then my friend's like, oh yeah, there's 3 more coming out in this series, and 2 more are already out. So then I read those. Oh goodness, bless me. So then I read those, And now, oh crap. Oh no. Dang nabbit, I lost the last one. Okay, going back to this tag. Okay, I'm sorry. And finally, that book, if that would have been the ending of the series, I would have been fine with that. But I'm really, really happy that it wasn't, because love Cassandra Clare novels. I've not said this enough. Cannot say this enough. Love, 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 love Cassandra Clare. Okay, but anyways, and finally, question number 8. What book made you like, you can really, really, really relate to the main character? I could do, once again, it's kind of a funny story by Ned Vanzati, but instead, I choose Talents by Becca Fitzpatrick. Like, I'm only 61 pages in, but I'm already kind of sympathizing with her, because she's all confused because of certain things that happen, and I'm really confused, and I'm like, what is happening? And oh, it's screwing with my brain. You guys don't even understand. If you've read this book, then you understand, but if not, then oh my goodness, you guys. Oh goodness. Oh goodness. But anyways, I don't think either of you guys have done this, but I tag Nerdy Book Lover and Cool Kids Can Read. I hope to see you guys both do this tag, and I will see you all soon. Bye-bye!